Do you want to know why 5-day challenges are perfect for health and wellness practices? Stay tuned.
And what we found is that challenges are a really great way to connect with your audience, and in this case, potential clients or existing clients, to really show people what you're made of, give them the opportunity to kind of work with you. And a challenge might sound really vague right now. I know we're going to dive into it a little more, but basically what we've learned is that if you can work with people for about 5 days, a 5-day training or a 5-day challenge, that you can really get them to know you, your brand, your positioning, your authority, your values, and really show them the value of working with you in a deeper capacity. So you can help people for free, you can connect with people for free, and that ultimately leads to more sales and more growth in your business. And so that's what I help people do.
And that is the number one reason why I brought you on, because you are the king of all things challenges. And in the healthcare space, this is a beautiful way to start to grow your list, to, as you said, like with our healthcare system, it's not like going for a massage or getting your nails done where you can do that impulsively and walk out and you're just sort of like, that was great, fun little time for me. This is where we're talking about people to make massive changes, take responsibility for their health, and people might not necessarily be ready to commit to, you know, a package that you're offering or something like that. So I feel that this is a beautiful runway to get people actually into your either online space or your brick and mortar office. So I am so excited to jump into this, and I'm just going to put it out there, full disclaimer. I have gone through your program. It is to date the only program that I've actually completed from start to finish of any online course that I've done. And I think a big reason for that was because you are so good at breaking down every single step, making it very digestible. You have these amazing graphics that you include with all of your trainings. And I just followed it word for word for word and had a fantastic challenge off of that. So we'll, of course, share the links and everything like that after the show. But for people that are first starting out and they're thinking, you know, I've never run a challenge before. I hear people doing it. I don't know how much work is involved. How would you kind of warm people up to the idea and why running a challenge is so fantastic?
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing is to start by saying, like, what exactly is a challenge? So a challenge is just 5 days of content followed up by a period of kind of cart open or sales, or a period of promotion. So very much like either, you know, even Walmart or Best Buy or Target has these limited time promotions. We do the same thing where we're leveraging the power of scarcity and urgency, and getting people to take action on something, whether that be, you know, Target does it where you buy an iPad, you get the gift card, or it's a limited time discount, or it's a special one-time offer. So that's kind of what a challenge is. But to talk about like how we get people warmed up to the idea, what I like to tell people is, look, there, in my opinion, is no more forgiving, easy, and simple way to actually launch a product or service. And in the space that I come from, we call them launches, but you could easily call them promotions or special offers. But basically, think of where most of the trepidation comes when it comes to getting clients or patients to work with you. They don't know what to expect. There's two types of trust that they need to have: trust in themselves that they're going to make lasting changes, and trust in you as the practitioner that you're going to get them changes. They also want to know what to expect. There's, especially in the healthcare space, there's a lot of anxiety before people come into a treatment, whether it be therapy or acupuncture or chiropractor. It doesn't matter. There's this anxiety of like, what do I expect? What's going to happen? Mm-hmm. And a challenge is the opportunity for you to work with people for 5 days to really get past a lot of those things, to, number one, put people at ease and show them exactly what's going to happen when they come into your office, to build that authority and trust in you as the practitioner, to give them the opportunity to make small, very micro level changes day to day that prove to them that they can trust themselves. And finally, it really gets them into action and moving forward. And we know that once we get people into this kind of forward action taking momentum, it's easier to get them to continue that momentum. So there's just so much power in a challenge. And I think, I alluded to this, it's so forgiving because you're really building a community and authority as the person running the challenge, where if things aren't going great, you shift gears. You've got 5 whole days. You've got a full week of providing value and content. We've worked with people who run their challenge and on day 3 of 5 go, oh my gosh, I'm selling or I'm about to pitch the wrong thing.
Right.
And they change, they pivot, and they get great results because unlike, say, some of the other online marketing strategies that could work for an in-person or online business where you're talking like a webinar. Well, a webinar, I love webinars. We do webinars, but you've got 90 minutes to make it count. Where with the challenge, you've got a full week to kind of pivot and change and evaluate what's happening and be responsive to the market in real time. So those are the things I would say to people who are like, is a challenge right for me? I tend to think it's right for everybody, but I'm a little biased.
Just a little. But you've also seen it work for all of your students from multitude of different backgrounds as well.